Greetings everybody, Gleekon here again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. We are in that little lore period in between the first and second levels of the Warcraft 2 Tides of Darkness campaign. On the last episode, we learned how exactly Alexstrasza was bound and how the Horde got the power of red dragons at their fingertips to wield against the Alliance. So stay a while and listen to this one. It's called Grim Batol. Grim Batol is, anybody that's played the second game should be familiar. That is a level that is in Warcraft 2. I don't remember from our map exactly where Grim Batol is. Let's see if that's answered for us. If not, we'll speculate. Word of the Dragon Maw's feats spread throughout the Horde. No one was more pleased by the news than Warchief Doomhammer. He now had another potent weapon in his arsenal, yet it would take time to reliably control the dragons and use them in the heat of battle. Doomhammer commanded Necros and the Dragon Maw to take control of Grim Batol, a remote fortress in the mountains east of the wetlands. Okay, so this is still just north of like Cosmodan in that region. And I'm trying to wonder, I think it's one of those little mountain strongholds in World of Warcraft that you can still kind of do a mini quest line in. This dilapidated stronghold had once belonged to the Wildhammer dwarves, but the clan had abandoned it long ago, probably to move north in the War of the Three Hammers. Necros and his followers chained Alexstrasza in Grim Batol's depths. They also forced the other red dragons who had been with the Aspect to accompany them, threatening to hurt the Lifebinder if they disobeyed. On Draenor, the Dragon Maw had mastered the art of training winged Rylax as battle mounts. They would do the same with their fierce captives in Grim Batol. While the orcs set to work crafting harnesses and saddles, Necros kept watch over Alexstrasza. The Lifebinder vowed to destroy the orc for what he was doing, but her threats were hollow. As long as Necros had the demon soul, he was untouchable. During her imprisonment, Alexstrasza began laying new clutches of eggs. Necros was quick to see this development as a golden opportunity. If his clan could successfully hatch the eggs, the orcs could raise the dragon whelps as the Horde's loyal servants. From afar, Deathwing rejoiced in Alexstrasza's enslavement. He continued subtly advising Necros on how best to use the demon soul to control the red dragons. Giving the Horde such powerful weapons served Deathwing's plans to restore his black dragon flight. But there was an added benefit. He knew that it would break the Lifebinder's heart to see her kin used as tools of war. I don't know how that helps him restore the black dragon flight. And he would relish every moment of Alexstrasza's torment. But yeah, so he's helping them control them. And that's basically what happens. You have those hatcheries. So Grim Batol is just the continued story of them getting the dragons as a weapon. The Cursed Stronghold. Grim Batol was a haunted place. Centuries ago, a war between the Dark Iron and the Wildhammer dwarf clans had raged deep within the city. The Dark Iron sorceress Moldgud called upon dark powers to overwhelm Grim Batol's defenders. Though the Wildhammers eventually killed her and drove out the Dark Irons, their home was never the same. Moldgud had cursed the city upon her death, leaving it corrupted forever. The Wildhammers established a new home in the majestic region called the Hinterlands. I also wonder if in Cataclysm here, there's that. I think Grim Batol might be the dungeon in the Twilight Highlands. Maybe that's what it is. That cursed, haunted, dragony kind of dungeon. That might be what it is. So Grim Batol might be, now that I think about it, I think that's the dungeon from the Cataclysm in the Twilight Highlands. Which fits geographically, it fits the story. So we've established that dungeon and why it is the way it is. And we've also just further pushed forward how exactly are the red dragons being used. Because in the game, they're not serving as mounts. And you have the dragon hatcheries. So we need to figure out a way to make dragon babies fast, become weapons. And they're kind of small. All right, so we got another episode in the pipes, 5x5, and we'll continue our journey on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft. Thanks.